The TVWan News is proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.
Hello and welcome. This is TVWan News. I'm Mary Kelaton.
And I'm Rex Litter. I'll join you later with the latest in sports.
In this edition, Marap outlines Pogera equity structure, Papua LNG BDG to be released next year, and Rural Council Ward submits 5-year ward plan.
The landowners of Pogera and Enga provincial government have secured a 15% stake at the new Pogera and will be the first to benefit from this stake when the first gold is sold. This is the assurance given by the Prime Minister James Marap to landowners, describing the equity structure as the best deal in the extractive industry.
The long negotiation process involved in bringing back the Pogera mine ended in a 50-50 stake between PNG and the former developer Barrick. Prime Minister James Marap has praised the efforts of all involved in this long process, where PNG had to negotiate from ground zero to acquire 51%, while Barrick had to negotiate as a 90% shareholder. The result? Barrick met PNG halfway, agreeing to offload its share back to PNG and settling for a 49% stake, while PNG gets 51%. And the value gained from this project is something Prime Minister Marap says has never been done before.
I want to make it absolutely clear to everyone. The 15% beneficiaries will receive benefit from first gold. First gold production, first gold sales, 15% beneficiaries will receive this, including 3% royalty beneficiary will receive this. Personal income tax is not calculated, something unprecedented we did. Unlike Lihir and others, where personal income tax is calculated as the net take from the project, this one, personal income tax, is not counted. So these are additional windfalls that will come as a result of the new program reopening.
The breakup of the 51 includes 36% to the state through Kumul Minerals Holdings Limited, 7.5% to SML landowners of Pogera, 5% to the Enga provincial government, and 2.5% to LMP landowners. And all these negotiated at no cost to the government or the people of Enga in the interim, although this will be repaid in the long run. And Marap says while critics and naysayers will be quick to criticize this deal, he says this arrangement used resources owned by PNG to buy its own stake back in the mine.
We have not contributed cash, but our resource base pays our way back into our project. Whilst our landowners and provincial government gets this free, Kumul Mineral, while a little bit delayed, but at the very earliest, upon full replenish of what could have been the money we would have borrowed to restart up the mine, which is using value from our harvest to pay back our share of redeveloping the mine at 36%.
Under the terms of agreement, the government also has an option to buy back the 49% stake from Pogera after 10 years and take a full 100% ownership of the mine. And Marap is calling on critics to judge his actions then.
Don't judge him harshly today, don't judge me harshly today. Wait around in 10 years. Whether we have a better Pogera or a Pogera that is worse. Judge us 10 years from today. I want this nation. Don't be harsh to run to criticize.
He says it was a complicated deal, one which even saw him walking out of the negotiating table, but thanked Barrick for coming down to the government's terms. Ruth Rungola, TVWan News.
Meantime, Prime Minister Marap has assured other groups in the project area footprint of the government's commitment to meet with them in January. He said a consultation will be held in January and February where all affected parties in the riverine, power pylon and power plant areas will meet to discuss their position papers. He has therefore called on all parties not to disturb the start of the mine as the government will address their concerns.
My assurance to every person, every clan, every province who feel they have a stake on the table in as far as the new progress is concerned. January, February, deep consultation will take place with everyone. You don't have to resort to lawlessness. You don't have to resort to protest. You don't have to resort to court cases. Government is available. Mining Department, MRA, and the entire state team will be with you. In Enga province, be with you in Western province, we'll be with you in Hela province, we'll be with you in West Civic province. Not in the provinces, then mobilize to a site in Enga for us to go through the entire process so that what you feel are your entitlements met against the law we have and government policy, including government's 36% take we are taking.
Commencing in 2024, the national government will release the first 60 million kina in business development grants from a 600 million kina commitment over the next 10 years to identified landowners of the Papua LNG project. Gulf Governor Sir Chris Haiveta says the government must release the funds on January 1st, 2024, whilst Kikori MP Soro Yoe says the amount is inadequate. Landowners from the 224 clans from Gulf and Central provinces will benefit from the first payment of 60 million kina next year. Minister for Petroleum and Energy Kerengakua says this funding is purely a business grant. He says for the next 9 years after 2024, the funding can be allocated towards infrastructural development, district projects and other necessary development. Minister Kua announced this on December 7, 2023, when presenting the ministerial determination he signed on December 5th, a determination the Gulf leaders, Sir Chris Haiveta, MP Yoe, and MP Opa say they never cited until the announcement.
On general policy, it's very simple. We want that money as soon as possible. Making a commitment is okay. But making it available is another thing. I'd like it on the 1st of January. You know why? Because I want all of you companies to get a fair share of that money. And that's a decision that will be done in consultation with the three of us and the rest of the Provincial Assembly. We will decide how much and who gets what. So that's a policy decision we will make. But the money has to be available first, because we just can't be making decisions when there's no money. And when we make the announcement like Kua, we'll all get the egg in our face. See, the bidding grants for PNG LNG.
Although Minister Kua says the formula used to calculate the government grants for impacted peoples of the Papua LNG project is the same formula that was used to calculate government grants for landowners of the PNG LNG project, the Gulf leaders remain skeptical.
One wonders what formula was used in terms of arriving at 60 million. I need to know, because for me, it has to be equating to the total project outlay, or let's say 13 billion US dollars, and multiply by whatever ratio that they will, then they calculate that how much they should give us a BGG grant compared to other projects. You talk about what we go 100 million, and why is PNG Papua LNG 60 million. What's the rationale? I want to know. What's the rationale? That's a big question, because they think, or minister thinks, that Gulf leaders will not pick it up and raise this concern. It's a serious issue. It seems as though we've been looked at as an unimportant province, and leaders who not pick it up and raise this concern. We're sorry. We don't want to go nasty, okay? We want to work with the government and ensure that this project takes place, but respect us, okay? Don't take us for granted.
The Papua LNG project is yet to commence production. The investment from the state into business development grants for Gulf Province is to ensure that the people of Gulf get organized and participate in readiness for when the project starts. Maintenance work has started on the Trans-Gogol Highway in Medan Province to fix sections of the road that have deteriorated. A team from Provincial Works in Medan have mobilized equipment and resources and moved into the Trans-Gogol area to start work. This road connects the Medan and Middle Ramu districts and is a vital link for more than 100,000 people from the Middle Ramu area. The road condition had worsened at the start of this month, with the major one being the washing away of culvert at Hoog River at Danari village in Ward 5 of Trans-Gogol local level government. Maintenance has been very challenging for the works team due to the unstable soil foundation and also the continuous rains. This will be the second time this year to fix this section of the road. Project officer from the governor's office, Stanley Soma, assured the communities that they will keep on trying until they fix this bridge for the thousands of commuters.
This is a road, that is a bridge, and we provide him link. Name is saving more people from Trans-Gogol, Namida Ramu district. So, and one priority, when I'm bridge way, people need to fix him before of some people. Service provincial government and national government by only man provide him Trans-Gogol area, Namida Ramu district of Okada.
The work on the damaged culverts at Hoog River was directed by the Medan Governor Ramsey Pariwa upon seeing the need for transport service to over 800,000 people in the rural districts of Middle Ramu and Trans-Gogol, who depend entirely on the road to access vital government services like health, education, and business. The bridge would also be the link for any future government projects in the districts and villages. Hence, the agency in having it accessible by the end of this year.
People looking different, people need now, provincial government, it didn't work, National Department of Works, inside the Medan branch, only come now, wanted full support, office, governor, now we can stop, we can make sure proper work, we come up with the bridge, and the bridge, by one of the community, come the evidence, time.
Australia's commitment to eliminating homes in Papua New Guinea has made significant strides since the 2018 signing of the PNG Electrification Partnership. By the end of 2023, almost 25,000 solar home systems and 500 solar streetlights will be installed, accompanied by training for over 1,000 solar champions and the establishment of 3 solar hubs. This initiative ensures sustainable access to renewable energy, with Australia committing to prioritize this effort beyond 2023 under the Papua New Guinea Electrification Partnership. A council ward in the hinterlands of South Ambanob local level government of Medan district in the Medan province is the first ward to have completed a 5-year ward development plan and officially presented to the provincial government. It is a plan containing the goals of the community and requires a budget of 15 million kina to implement. Medan Governor Ramsey Pariwa commended the efforts of the leaders of Efu ward. Efu village in Ward 21 of Ambanob LLG completed their first plan through their generational foundation called Foundation 21. It is a 5-year plan with 12 achievable goals. Council and chairman of the foundation, Dosen Gabala, while handing over the plan, said the plan was a vision from former leaders and was carried on by his team, who finally completed it. He thanked the leaders for setting the precedents in envisioning service delivery for the community in a more strategized way.
You know, come a bit, or latest leader blow me, or past leader. Just like Driman, or Binigat. The time blow me, Mikisim or Arab leader blow me inside the World 21, one can of all Papa blow all yet. All no got Sawa Tasol Migisimolosem stone, Migisimolosem pet.
The ward member is now set to ensure that his ward plan is captured in the LLG, district and provincial plans in order to tap into funding for the goals. He stated that it was not an easy task given the limited knowledge he has.
MPDP, the 2024, Ward 21, must stuck inside the system. And we try best. We know one blood big man, we know one blood grade 10, grade 12 man, but wisdom man struggle to bring in this law. Triangle man, or can get dust next up, Mila travel to bring or come on the Sambla, good plan, look, almost looking past them, or Papa, Tumuna will have to now this time almost looking past them now. I'll die out, I'm all right.
Also, witnessing the event was District Administrator Albert Ului, who commended Efu Village and the leaders for stepping up in writing out such a crucial document. Mr. Ului wants to see every ward in all the districts doing the same.
Member come up tomorrow by election and must fully support him. Now, you may roll him out. You go inside the full 23. Full 23, you may roll him out now, but you may not got more talk long LLG plan. All the 23 plan here, I'm back up him. I'm been up LLG plan. Now, I'm been up by kissing blow when he got on. Then go by kissing blow when he got on. But then even by kissing blow when he got on, Nami book him, Tasol, Nami stable him, Nami by call him, Medang district plan. But then district plan by kissing blow way. And by come low vote, and by go low LLG, I got on now. Me bind him 3 blow one time now, I'm straight and come out finish the district plan.
Madam Governor Ramsey Pariwa was honored to receive the plan, stating that this initiative was in line with the government's medium-term development plan 4. He commended the leaders for producing this detailed document, which will go a long way in securing funding for not only the community but all the wards in the district.
I'm missing out law. All one ward na LLG na district law working plan blue you plan na kisimikam. I'm road blow money. I'm cable open him door blow money come inside the ward na inap him service delivery the 3 man unikat lang.
Governor Pariwa stated that FU has now set the standard and the pace for all other wards to follow suit by aligning all their plans to the national government plans. He also pledged to provide initial funding in the 2023 provincial budget to help implement some of the projects outlined in the plan.
This is TVWan News. When we return, NCD Festive Season Operation and Children's Christmas Hope Initiative. Stay tuned.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase easy pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSB branch today to register now for BSB Mobile Banking. BSB Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSB, our bank, our people.
Enjoying life when we're working together, making happy memories that last forever. Hiding, talk, young or old, let's raise family meal with home. We'll bring out the smiles cause it's our favorite from us. Then you see cola, scale, rise on scale price. Then you see cola, scale, rise on scale price. Amber, you like it?
A true champion is measured by their courage, their determination, and their passion to never give up and to always keep trying. With a delicious Milo in milk taste and added nutrients, Milo in milk is a great way to fuel our little champions with nourishing energy every day. Because true champions give it their all.
Milo, PNG and Mia. Find PNG made.
The Toyota JD Hiace bus comes in 14 and 15-seater high-roof luxury model powered by 2.8 liters JD engine for optimal performance output, fuel efficiency and quietness, designed with improved safety features and easy maneuverability for tire steering angle. The Hiace lift suspension and annular frame structure is opted for smooth ride, comfort and safety. Experience the ride on the Hiace bus and experience the Hiace pride, the bus that exceeds all expectation.
Right across the nation, we eat snacks crackers. Emi trupla. All get a young planalapun, only like him snacks crackers. Only make him here, no PNG, one-time lay biscuit company. It's crunchy and tasty. It's irresistible.
Back to Smith and Smith to Dombrat not friendly. Oh, interception! There it is, Simone, he's going to go all the way. No one's going to stop him. Perfectly spotted, perfectly patched.
He's seen as a table legend.
That is delicious.
Join Tommy Gomes in a tasty culinary voyage.
Holy mackerel. Did I just say that? We're exploring where your quality American seafood comes from. Quality is key. The uglier the fish, the better it tastes.
Take a deep dive into America's commercial fishing culture. The Fishmonger. First and exclusive. Coming soon on Outdoor.
Welcome back. Bank South Pacific's Gorka branch delivered the last of its community projects for 2023 over the weekend in the form of a steel security door for an urban clinic as a Christmas gift to the community. BSP Gorka branch manager Rosemary Mawe, together with Director of Public Health Services Dr. Max Manape, cut the ribbon to officiate the launch. Lopi Clinic in Goroka, Eastern Highlands has experienced continuous break-in in recent times. Thus, BSP stepped in to install a heavy-duty metal door to prevent further break and enter in its dispensary. Mawe said BSP responded to a request by the clinic because this clinic serves employees and school children who are customers of BSP. Such kind gesture must continue in the community to support public health services as this clinic. Since the launch of the combined NCD Central Festive Season operation last Friday, police units including specialized sections like the Dog Unit, CID, Traffic, FSVU, Prosecution and Public Safety Division embarked on a comprehensive cooperation covering both NCD and Central Province. The operations proved successful with dawn raids, roadblocks, random checks and coastline patrols conducted by the Water Police, among others.
Following the convoy, units returned to their respective zones, engaging in foot patrols, vehicle stop and search operations, and motorist patrols. Police records indicate a notable increase in both serious and alcohol-related offences, urging the public to celebrate responsibly and avoid drinking and driving. Meanwhile, NCD Metropolitan Superintendent Silva Sika, along with Water Police, executed sea patrols along the Motuan coastline on Christmas Day. Simultaneously, officers from Central Province carried out a successful dawn raid, acting on information about illicit homebrew production and apprehended suspects. To bolster safety, police officials strategically established checkpoints within the city and its outskirts, ensuring the well-being of both individuals and communities. The public is reminded to cooperate with law enforcement officers to foster a secure and peaceful environment going into the new year. Carol Kidu Jr., TVWan News.
St. John Ambulance responded to a total of 370 emergencies across the country over the Christmas weekend. Places covered include Ley, Kokopo, Kupiano, Berena, and Port Moresby. With 17 ambulances on duty, the crews attended to various emergencies, including snake bites, motor vehicle accidents, complications, and more. Notably, the Christmas operation saw an increase in violence and trauma-related cases, totaling 25 incidents. The ambulance service assisted 26 women with childbirth or postnatal care during the festive period, and the team is gearing up for an anticipated busy New Year weekend. SJA raised concerns about the increasing number of false calls to the 111 emergency number, with over 4,000 false calls daily, hindering genuine emergencies. The ambulance service highlighted the physical and mental trauma endured by officers, including a recent incident where a false call led to an attack on an ambulance crew. There are no laws protecting ambulance officers. The St. John Ambulance Bills is listed for the next parliamentary session and aims to address this issue. The proposed legislation includes provisions for tracking calls, making false calls illegal, and ensuring the safety of ambulance first responders, marking a crucial step in safeguarding those dedicated to saving lives. The Universal Church organized a special event called Unisocial in Port Moresby as part of its Christmas outreach effort. The initiative was aimed at bringing joy and support to those who find themselves alone during the festive season.
This marked the second consecutive year of the Universal Church's outreach in the region. The pastors and volunteers prepared 600 food baskets, sandwiches, cooked meals, juice, coffee, and hygiene products to distribute to individuals living on the streets of Port Moresby. Speaking about the initiative, Pastor Marcelo dos Santos highlighted the significance of reaching out to those feeling neglected and rejected, especially during the Christmas season.
So the Universal Church decided since last year to provide this assistance for those who feel neglected, those who feel rejected, those who have no one to look for them. These are the ones that we are coming after to help. So we believe that we have more than 600 people here, plus the children as well. And we believe that all these people, they will go back home today with hope and with the assurance.
Pastor Jonathan Pine echoed this sentiment during the event, emphasizing the message that, despite feelings of loneliness and being despised by society, God has not forgotten anyone. Pine shared words of encouragement, quoting from the Bible about how God chooses those who may be despised or seen as foolish by the world. The Universal Church's efforts were not solely focused on the immediate provision of food, but also on offering a chance for life transformation.
When you go from here today or tomorrow, you cook the food you and your family you eat, it's finished. But what God wants to give to you is a new life. What God wants to do for you is to transform your life. But for your life to be transformed, you need to commit your life to God. You need to surrender your life to God.
The pastors, along with the congregation, prayed for a transformative touch in the lives of those present, asking for a new and hopeful start as they embrace the message of faith. Carol Kidu Jr., TVWan News.
The newly opened Christian Brethren Church in Marap, Port Moresby, stands as a symbol of community achievement without government support, according to NCD Governor Powers Pakop. The self-funded church building, with a seating capacity of over 500, was inaugurated by the governor, who pledged support for infrastructure and education initiatives. The governor commended the community's resilience, reflecting on the church's journey from humble beginnings in 1992 to transforming the area into a safer and more peaceful environment. The CBC's impact on community outreach was acknowledged, emphasizing the collaborative efforts of the church and the community. You're watching TVWan News. Regional news is next. Stay with us.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase Easy Pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSP branch today to register now for BSP Mobile Banking. BSP Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSP, our bank, our people.
When you're spending time with family, when you've got a big day ahead, when you have given it all you've got, when you're putting on a feast, that's when you want the best. That's when you want flame rice. New flame rice. Win him, Olgeta.
Hiya, Mama. You wait then, but me add him special flavor.
Put in more flavor, put in more taste. Magic kakarook, get up and big smile on face. Time for kimchi and a great kumutu. Sip, sip, the moo, yes, magic on you.
Maggi, the taste PNG loves.
A quick favorite meal for the day does feel good. Snacks noodles is my choice for a simple meal. It is easy to prepare and fast to cook. And with a touch of flavor and ingredients, quality noodles that can be cooked and enjoyed in many different ways. You see, my whole family loves it. It's made here in PNG and comes in different pack sizes. Snacks noodles, tastier by you like you more.
He says the best Hunters players come from his region. So does she. But there's one thing that brings everyone together. SB Laga, Bunyamyumi.
Strong like you, smart like me. I hope they don't break. Now Choli Luki's son. This is Relaxo. Strong plus shred. Should I try them on you?
No, please. I'll take them.
Relaxo. Very strong, lasts long.
Rips the return down the line on the second serve.
A strong way to finish. A strong way to keep France alive in this tie.
This season, the Bunce family are taking the ultimate risk.
There's no investors, there's no third party.
We're paying for it ourselves.
We have to find some good jade.
The stakes are high, and every decision is their own.
Time and money is everything. That's how important it is.
Hit it!
Rush, 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 move, move, move.
It's all or nothing.
If we don't mine this year, we have no next year.
Jade Fever. All new season coming soon on Outdoor.
Welcome back. 29 people in the Pacific Labor Mobility Scheme, or PALM, have died in the last financial year, making it the deadliest period in the history of the expanding scheme, according to government data. The fourfold rise came as participant numbers reached an all-time high amid an increase in reliance of Pacific workers in the Australian agriculture and meat industries. According to data from the Department of Employment and Workplace Relations, as of 30 June 2023, PALM visa holder deaths have more than quadrupled from 2021 to 2022 to 2022 to 23, with 7 deaths and 29 deaths recorded respectively. Although there was a significant increase in the number of PALM participants, the figures still showed a 0.05% rise in fatalities, and the data also revealed that there were 233 critical incidents resulting in PALM worker injuries in the last 3 years. The department noted the deaths and injuries were not necessarily related to the participants' engagement in the scheme. Australians celebrated Christmas in different ways, some in a traditional church service, others in Christmas charity luncheons, with many offering messages of hope this festive season.
All creatures great and small have been out celebrating this Christmas.
God bless you.
From this pet-friendly service in Melbourne,
Everyone's welcome at St James.
to a more traditional gathering at St Peter's in Adelaide. And a charity lunch with the Prime Minister in Sydney. Religious and secular leaders have been offering messages of hope.
This is a festive time, but for many Australians it will be a very difficult time. And it's been a time where we've seen the best of the Australian character that always comes out at the most difficult of occasions.
In a world of tears and trouble, Christmas reminds us that we're not alone, we're not forgotten, and we're loved. We're loved by God, who sent his Son for our sakes.
References to the humanitarian crisis in Gaza, a common thread in services around the country.
In Bethlehem and Jerusalem, Israel and Gaza, terrorists and armies do their damnedest.
This is our world today. It's a world of suffering and pain, but because of Christmas, my friends, it's a world not without hope.
Palestinian Christians in Sydney put on a brave face today to find solace from news of death and destruction in Gaza.
It's Christmas Day today, but we, as you know, we don't feel it. We're, focusing more on praying and lamenting because there's nothing else left.
Their sentiments heard and shared by Federal Cabinet Minister Tony Burke.
Couldn't think of anywhere more important in Australia to pray today.
Christians across the nation have celebrated the birth of Christ today in different ways, whether through raised hands, singing, prayers, or even charity lunches like this one, coming together for a meal with people from all walks of life. Organizers here say more people have been feeling the pinch this year.
People are reaching out to us looking for support who've never reached out for support before, whether it's to pay a bill or to help their kids at school or just for some food relief.
Such a lovely togetherness for everybody, no matter who you are and what you are, and we love that spirit for Christmas.
A spirit Australians are praying will carry over into the new year.
At least 13 workers have been killed and dozens more injured after a smelting furnace at a Chinese-owned nickel plant on Indonesia's Sulawesi island exploded. Central Sulawesi Police Chief Agus Nugroho said at least 4 Chinese workers and 9 Indonesian workers died while trying to repair a furnace on Sunday. Mr. Nugroho said the blast demolished the furnace and damaged parts of the sidewalls of the building, and about 46 workers were injured, with some in critical condition. A series of deadly incidents have plagued nickel smelting plants in Indonesia that form China's ambitious transnational development program called the Belt and Road Initiative. For one night a month, a burger franchise in Perth is closing its doors to feed people in need. It's a simple initiative that homeless organizations say is becoming increasingly necessary.
But as the assembly line of cooks in Perth's grilled restaurant prepare burgers, people who are sleeping rough line the street for a free meal.
I miss a lot of nighttime meals, which is probably, so it's a need for people, I think.
The initiative started in Melbourne in March last year and was adopted at this CBD restaurant the following month.
So they come in, they order at the till, they choose what they want, they choose their drink, we bring the food out to them. It's a really nice opportunity for them to have a normal dining experience.
Upwards of 300 people are coming through the doors, and the number is only rising.
All you need to do is look out the door and see that the line's wrapped around the building. That shows that the need has significantly increased. So we're seeing people that would never have had to access services before coming for the first time.
The joyous event is highlighting a real growing issue.
It's getting harder and harder every year for everyone. I stay down the street here with the 4C years now, and up the Forsyth roads.
A lot of people feel isolated and they're not part of the community, and I think they see changes that for them. Maybe only a little bit, maybe only for some people, but that's all that matters, isn't it?
A small helping hand at a time it's needed most.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has vowed to keep up the fight against Hamas militants, but a United Nations official says Palestinian civilians in Gaza who honor Israeli evacuation orders cannot be guaranteed they will be safe. Netanyahu, who visited Israeli troops in northern Gaza on Monday, told members of his ruling Likud party that the war was far from over and dismissed what he cast as media speculation his government might call a halt to the fighting. He said Israel would not succeed in freeing its remaining hostages held by Hamas without applying military pressure and its defying international calls for a ceasefire. Retaliating against Hamas for its deadly October 7 cross-border terror attack, Israel has been under pressure from its closest ally, the United States, to shift operations in Gaza to a lower intensity phase and reduce civilian deaths. A country town's only general store was about to go under, so locals stepped in to save it. Almost 200 people from a population of just 500 have bought the general store in the western New South Wales town of Connacht. Locals say without it, they would have been left with nothing and they had no choice but to act.
Gutting a 141-year-old building.
Here are the hard-working men ripping out cabinetry.
Is no easy task.
Scotty.
I think we underestimated it. We knew that it was going to be a lot of work, but it is literally just being emptied.
Almost a third of Cumnock residents have committed to breathing new life into an old neighbour.
And we really want to bring it back to its glory days.
The Cumnock General Store had been on the market for 3 years and locals were getting nervous about its future.
Well, it's the heart of the town. Without it, there'd be nothing. No reason for people to stop.
So it was something that really needed to stay open.
Sarah Haynes and some other residents issued a call-out and nearly 200 responded, pledging at least $1,000 each for store membership. Another committee raised a further $100,000.
I think I can scan these.
Yeah.
Members can volunteer to work at the store to keep staff costs down.
It was actually quite a heartfelt experience for a lot of us to see how amazing our community is.
If we didn't do it, we weren't going to have it. And if the community didn't step up, we wouldn't be here today.
Even the preschool pitched in. The kids couldn't imagine their town without the store.
They love coming after school to grab an ice block or a hot chockey, or we come over and grab baby chinos and things like that throughout the week, so they were so excited.
The store combines a grocer and post office, and there are plans to include an expanded cafe and event space.
It's certainly making us feel very proud that we've now got it and it's open and it's onward and upward from here.
A little town with big ambitions.
And that ends the news segment. Over to you, Rex.
Thank you, Maricela. Join me for sports news after the break.
Start your day by doing the 1, 2, 3 with Colgate. Wake up. Brush your teeth. And smile. Smile throughout your day with Colgate.
Christmas is a time of the year where we reflect and acknowledge the work we have done. Our team has worked hard to implement major programs such as censorship information management system, the censorship ambassador school program, the research into internet service providers, and ensure compliance check on publication premises. We have a lot of work to do in other areas of technology, such as providing guidelines for music. Music regulation as well as implementation of NEC edition on filtering of unsuitable internet content. It has been difficult both personally and professionally as the year ends with the challenges. But I want to commend my hard-working staff and management for your continuous support this year. I hope you find time to relax, recharge, and enjoy the festive season with your family, friends, and your loved ones. On behalf of the Minister for Community Development, Censorship Board, and the management, I'd like to wish all our stakeholders, friends, and families A very happy and safe festive season and a bright start to 2024. God bless Papua New Guinea.
What's the loose touch from Brooks? Full Krug! It's the moment he's been waiting for. The goalkeeper stays and the header is in. Weaving his way through and a chance to finish it off. Hamza plays it off and Jolo has pulled Braga back into the game.
Hi and welcome to Adventure All Stars, the travel show with a difference. Every episode features authentic cast members travelling to secret locations. They don't know where they're going or what they'll be doing as they uncover the best and most exciting experiences on the planet. Prior to filming, the stars of today's show raise vital funds for their nominated charity, and their reward is the trip of a lifetime.
Everything about this trip has changed my life.
It's really hard to put it into words. It actually gets me quite emotional.
You just have to trust that everybody has your back. You will have the best time of your life. Everybody should do this.
Real people, real emotion, real adventure. This is Adventure All Stars.
Thanks for staying with us. In sports, Canberra Raiders are deeply saddened by the passing of squad member Troy Duggan, who tragically lost his life in an accident on the morning of December 24th. Duggan met his fate in a tragic motorcycle accident when on holiday at Cook Islands. The 26-year-old Duggan was of Cook Islands and Indigenous Australia descent. Duggan made his NRL debut for South Sydney Rabbitohs in 2020 and went on to play one more game before signing with Canberra Raiders for the season 2024. During his short rugby league career, Duggan also represented Cook Islands in the 2021 Rugby World Cup qualification matches against South Africa and USA. Duggan had only been in Canberra since the commencement of the pre-season training, but had already established a number of friendships within the current playing group. His time at the Australia's capital city was short-lived. Duggan's family has established a GoFundMe page to assist in the cost of repatriating the body of Troy from Cook Islands, where the accident occurred. SP PNG Hunters utility back Sonny Wabo vows to head the team and carry on from where Morea Jr. has left. Since Morea Jr. is under an injury cloud and is expected to serve the first quarter of the season 2024 on the sideline, Sonny Wabo is the logical replacement, being part of the Hunters team in the 2023 Host Plus Cup competition.
And we have liftoff.
The SP PNG Hunters has rounded up its season 2023 with some impressive performances and would be looking to have a positive start to the season 2024. But the injury to Morea Jr. could prove critical to the team. While Morea's injury is surely a critical blow for the team, Sonny Wabo, who mostly played off the bench in the season 2023, has raised his hands to carry on from where Morea left. Wabo said he has lots of respect for Morea and what he did for the club so far, and he will carry on from there with an aim to contribute positively to the success of the SP PNG Hunters. He wants the team to see him as a critical cog in the Hunters side in the 2024 Host Plus Cup competition. Wabo also pointed that the past 5 weeks of pre-season training under the new head coach Paul Aiton has been going well. Not much has changed, but the squad is working well and anticipating 2024 to be a great season. The PNG Hunters are now on 2 weeks break. They will return to the camp on January 4th, 2024 to prepare for the season opener in March. The 2-week break for the PNG Hunters is a perfect time to socialize for some. For others, it is a time to make self-reflection on how far they have come as an athlete, both on and off the football field. For Sani Wabo, it is a time to spend with family, reflect on the past and plan for future. Wabo, now enjoying his time at Ramu in Madang province with his wife and son Ariel Sani, is hoping that his time in the 2024 Who's Plus Cup competition will be successful. Wabo said having quality time with family is important as a person and as a footballer, admitted that he would draw inspiration from his son Ariel and give his best in every game he plays next season. Wabo said the 2024 season could be the last season for many of the long-serving Hunters players, and it would be an interesting one to because there are a lot of young players showing promising signs at the pre-season training. Wabo returns with the rest of the players to camp on January 4th, 2024. That's all we have in sports. Over to you, Maricela.
Thanks, Rex. We'll now have the weather forecast for the next 24 hours. Southern, isolated showers and thunderstorms with few areas of rain, but mostly partly cloudy with possible showers and thunderstorms. Momase, scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms. Leh, cloudy periods with few showers. New Guinea Islands, scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms. Buka, partly cloudy with possible few showers. Highlands, scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms. Mount Hagen, Mendi and Wabeg, partly cloudy with few rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Coral Sea, seas slight to moderate with northwest winds of 10 to 20 knots. Waters of Samarai Island to Cape Bogle, eastern and western Milimbe Islands to Huon Gulf to Finchafen, seas 0.5 to 1 meter. And that wraps up the news tonight. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.
The TVWan News was proudly brought to you by BSP, our bank, our people.